back to my channel. I'm a little, like, I'm going through something right now mentally that if I seem down, that's why. So I'm just putting a disclaimer out there that I do not feel up to par per se, but I'm gonna try and act like I am. And I thought I'd just open up about that because I felt like I needed to. Probably gonna regret it when I'm editing this, but yeah, and I don't want to talk about it. Let's get that out of the way. With that being said, leading into what this video is about, it's more so about me reacting to my favorite reads. I'm reacting to the 1-star reviews of my favorite reads. I feel like I'm very sensitive and very emotional. I'm a sensitive, emotional person regardless, but right now, currently, I feel like this would kind of be a great stress reliever kind of thing. So with that being said, I promise you guys I'm not bald. I look bald, but I have a bun in the back of my dome. So, Goodreads has been like really acting up for the past day, and it needs to cut it out. The first book that we're gonna excitedly read the 1 stars of is Happy Place. That's the first book that came to my head because I genuinely love that book, and if anything, that's the most relatable book to me currently. And I think you guys should go read it, and that's saying a lot because I'm still not, I wouldn't call myself an Emily Henry fan, but I am a Happy Place stan, okay? Well, I gave that book 5 stars, and it deserves its 5 stars. I was so irritated with this book, I basically hate Reddit. So much eye rolling, so much miscommunication. These characters are so idiotic with their decisions and ideas of love and romance. The friend group is also stupid. Oh my freaking god. The way everyone treats each other is terrible. Ugh, definitely the worst rom-com I've ever read, and the worst Emily Henry book so far. Love, it's really disrespectful to call a whole group of people idiotic. You're idiotic for reading the book because nobody told you to read it. Nobody forced you to read the book. You get what I'm saying? And she said, I was so irritated with this book, I basically hate Reddit. So with me personally, I'm not gonna force myself to continue reading a book when I'm irritated in the beginning. I'm just not doing that. I'm so sorry. So the fact that you did it, that's on you. You have nobody else to blame but your idiotic ass. Sorry. Not sorry. This one is really killing me. This one right here. No offense, but are you guys lying? No, I'm not lying. It was a good book. If you're reading Happy Place and you're not in your early 20s it's not gonna hit the same for you. Like, you're not gonna understand what is going on in the book because you can't relate. Your opinion. No, don't take somebody else's opinion because that's their opinion. You go in for you, nobody else. Nobody was lying, love. This one is also killing me. DNF, unpopular opinion. You don't need to be so descriptive with every word. That's what equates to having a good book, love. If you wanted to read something easy and simple and slow, you should have stayed with Colleen Hoover. You should have stayed with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's how you felt. If you can't read description, what the are you reading for? Who is that? If you wanted it easy, you should have stayed over there. Next book, because these are just dumb. Okay, the next book, I'm just going down the list of the books that I already read. But the next book is Love You Always by Lauren Lacey. Get into it. I spoke about it in my last video, so yeah. But anyway, back to this. There's only one bad review, so yay. It says DNF. Honestly, I don't like that book anymore. Steamy scene, bored. Okay. I wouldn't read that book anymore. I'm sorry. It's one rate, but I don't like the book at all. 20 chapters, present and past, every chapter. Nah, I don't like it. I waste my time. Parker should be with someone else, not Jackson, because Jackson has been messed up big time. So that's why it wastes my time and energy to read it. I'm not going to read her other books. Sorry. There's no words that I could describe how dumb this review was. First of all, there's so many grammatical errors, and then she's bored with the steamy scenes. First of all, you didn't read it correctly because those steamy scenes, 8, thank you. And then 2, why don't you like it anymore? So you did 4, what made you unlike it? Like, you sat in your thoughts and just thought, hey, I really hate all of this. So you sat through that whole thing, read it, devoured it, sat down with yourself and said, I liked this when I was reading it, but like, I don't like it anymore. That doesn't equate to anything, right? Like, that just sounds dumb. and that just sounds unsure. But rock out, rock out. You're mad because there's a present and past. You have to understand what's wrong with him. I don't understand. Why do people read certain books? Okay, so the next book is gonna be Fourth Wing. Now this one's controversial. Controversial. I can understand where people are coming from, but don't get disrespectful. Don't get disrespectful. Oh God, is this long? I don't want to read long ones because they be writing paragraphs. Like nobody got time to hear that. Who had a gun to the head of everyone who rated this 5 stars? Ooh, the New York was about to come out of me because I was about to say my and your yeah. And if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God, bro! Nobody put a gun to my head and said that. No, no. Who put a gun to your head and told you? My let me stop. Who put a gun to your head and told you to speak to me like that? Who? Because we could get it right now. That's mad disrespectful. Nobody put a gun to my head. Thank you. But nobody told you to read the book because everybody was saying it was 5 star. So relax with that tone. Thanks. Fucking shit. There's a valuable lesson to be learned here, and is that when you see the entire Goodreads community read a 5 star, the same book you run as fast as you can in the other direction. I especially enjoyed the mediocre writing. Wow. Disrespect. Boring love story. Oh, love. It's not a love story, though. It's not the whole premise of the story. This might as well happen, plot, where an allegedly frail and weak character is at the same time overpowered as fuck and gets everything handed to her on a silver platter. 0 stars. Love, you rated it 1, though. I don't think we can count. I think we need to go back to school and count. Or just don't give your opinion because nobody asked and nobody cares about what you're saying right now. What is up with these 0 out of 5s? Bye, you're boring. The secondhand embarrassment. Girl, get up. Set back women rights by a century. And somebody said, y'all must be joking. Okay, that one was funny. That's kind of funny. I don't know why. It's just like, it's a tad little funny. But no, act right. I'm so sorry. There's kids playing outside of my house, and they're like right in front of my window. So if you hear them, I apologize. But just try to like keep up with me. You feel me? The next book is, I don't even want to say this. Like that's how, like I'm terrified to even do this one because I know a lot of people don't like this book either. But they can really shut it. Terms and conditions. These kids are killing me. They're really killing me. Like, do they have... There's a backyard. We have a backyard. Why? DNFing at page 170. Great. Declan is an insufferable jerk with no personality, and Iris is a wet blanket with no self-respect who lets everyone walk all over her. This is not romantic. It is painful. He's not insufferable. He's a working man billionaire, and that I don't understand why people are not getting that through their thick skull, because in the beginning it's just about them working in an office space. Now it's like you guys want insta love, but then when insta love is handed to you, you don't want it. So what do you want? What is it that you want? Because I don't think he was insufferable at all, and in fact I don't think he was mean whatsoever. Everybody's always coming after Declan, but they never see what this middle child head ass did in the beginning. He was mad because my sis walked past him and smelled good. It's giving Jeremiah from The Summer I Turned Pretty vibes. That's what it's giving. That's what he's giving. And we need to relax and come correct when we're talking about Declan. Secondly, Declan has always had Iris's back. Before he loved her, when he loved her, and after. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you get what I'm saying. I'm saying that he loved her regardless. Before he loved her and during. He just has anger issues. He grew up really crazy because his freaking father was an asshole. Why are we understanding that? He never once was an asshole to Iris. Okay, there was this one time, but that was all the way at the end of the book, and he is dumb as fuck for that, and I agree. But other than that, before that, y'all be coming real silly. Talking about some, oh, he's annoying from the beginning. No, love. This motherfucker was annoying from the beginning. Let's get that correct. I think you guys are like mixing up your brothers and you need to relax. And Iris, I don't think we read the same book because Iris was not nobody's wet blanket. She stood her ground. She was Declan's match. Whenever he said something, she had to come back always. She doesn't do things because she doesn't do things unless she wants to. So let's calm down and redirect the anger. Thanks. My God, I don't even want to read any more of these freaking 1 stars because anytime it comes to terms and conditions, I will literally present you with the facts. We're not gonna sit here and act like he was the worst brother. Y'all are mad because he's the oldest, and I hate that. He's the oldest brother out of all of them, so yes, he has to keep up this facade. And if you are the older sibling, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to do this, you have to be that. It's a lot on his shoulders. So yes. He may have had a little stick up his ass, but it wasn't towards anybody. It was just to keep him sane and working because he has to. This is the last one I'm reading for this one because I actually genuinely got a headache going off on the last one. But it said, I spent the entire book trying to figure out why Iris agreed to marry and have a child with Declan. She had absolutely no motive other than that the writing needs development. IDK, it was just disappointing all the way around. She did have a reason to marry him because he needed her help. And she felt like she wanted to be that person to help him. Now the baby part, she never, like she kept pushing that thing off. If you haven't noticed, I don't know if you read the book, but I did. I don't know how you didn't read it correctly, but anyway, she literally kept saying like she doesn't know if she's ready for that. They had this conversation, so I don't know why we're acting confused. Like I'm not understanding it, but like vibes. I don't think we read the same book, but that's beyond me. It's really beyond me. Truly above me. This one really hits. I'm gonna reread this one. Yeah. It's Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm terrified. I'm literally peeing myself. This book was just not for me. Okay, I respect that. I can respect that because you know that it wasn't for you. And you're not blaming it on anybody else. This book was just not for me, I think. This wasn't the kind of second chance romance that I like. I like a lot more angst and longing, and this book didn't have that. I feel like the boyfriend was just there to keep the story going and to keep them apart. Also, the reason they stopped talking was poorly written to the fact that it kind of disgusts me. I think the love story was cute, but it just wasn't an absolute favorite for me. I do agree. Actually, that's the one star that I can side with because I understand what she was saying when she was saying reason they stopped speaking was just poorly written. I can understand where she's coming from because they didn't go into depth about it, and I dead ass did think the same thing when I finished the book. I was like, so was he, spoilers, was he sexually assaulted, and like why is this like going over everybody's heads? Like why is nobody talking about it? And honestly, I don't know why people aren't talking about it, honestly, but why didn't Christina write it? I don't know. I would actually want to know why she didn't write more in depth into it. Maybe she was uncomfortable, or maybe like it wasn't supposed to be that way. Maybe you were just supposed to know that this happened and move on. I don't know what her plans were for that, but I understood. Like it was enough to make me understand what happened and what went down. So like that's why I wasn't as bothered with it, but I understand like some people need the depth, descriptiveness of what happened to that boy, and I personally feel like we were really focused on her and her trauma and what happened to her, but like we just swept the sexual assault for him. I don't want to say to the side, but it was like not spoken about enough, and I wish it was. I'm not even gonna read the entirety of this one, but this part caught me. I'm just gonna read the top, and that's it. 1.5 stars. I'm never taking a recommendation from you bitches again. Don't. Nobody asked you to. This book was so unbelievably bad that I'm honestly dumbfounded at how so many people love it. I went into it excited, and it honestly seemed like something I would like. The beginning of the novel met these expectations, and I was interested in the story until shit hit the fan. Yeah, and then she goes into each character. I don't really care what she has to say, honestly. It's too long. It's too long, and we don't have time for that. But like, it's the fact that she called me a bitch. Now, she said it generally for the people who did recommend them, so I'm taking this personally, and you. on behalf of those who did recommend it to you, because nobody told you to take. You know what? She probably got it from TikTok. Still, fuck you, because that's so disrespectful to call somebody a freaking bitch because they liked it and recommended it to you, thinking you would like it. You even said you started to like it, but then didn't end up liking it. Don't call somebody bitch because you didn't end up liking the book that they liked. Point blank. Period. The next book is highly suspicious and unfairly cute, and I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed this one a lot. It's a YA book, so it's not for everybody. This comment right here, really. Why does everybody want to be outside screaming like maniacs when I decide to record? Like, what's going on? DNF at 10%. I think I'm too old for YA, so you know it's a YA, and yet we still decided to pick it up. I cannot feel any sympathy for these types of people who know what it's about and still decide to do it because they think that it's gonna work this time. If it doesn't work every other time, why do you think that it's gonna hit this time? I mean, great, have your options open, but don't complain about it when it doesn't hit. Like, don't give somebody a bad review because you knew in your mind before you read it and before you decided to pick it up that you might not like it because this is not your cup of tea, and yet we still are giving people bad reviews and making their ratings go down because you decided you wanted to pick up something you don't normally do. Make the shit make sense. The prominence of slang. What are you? That says a lot. Yeah. TikTok and the melodrama that in Gen Z just made me want to throw the Kindle. Sorry. Babe, you don't gotta be sorry about nothing. I hated everything about this. It's so cringe and I wanted to DNF so bad, but I hate doing that. So you sat here and still continued to read it when you could have just DNF'd it. But because you didn't want to do that, you gave somebody and their work a 1 star. It's people like you who make life hard. It just wasn't that hard. I don't understand the reviews. Not much good to say about this one. I don't understand your review, and you didn't have anything to say. So I think I'm gonna stop here, mainly because it's noisy as shit outside and there's kids literally screaming like if they're literally getting chased by Jason and they're about to die. So we're gonna stop here. I hope you guys like this video. Comment, subscribe. Send me comment down a bandaged heart emoji down below for me. I just want to see if you're going to do it. And if you do, thank you. You watched all the way to the end and you care about me in a sense. So thanks for that. It'll kind of make me feel better, I guess. I don't know. Just do it. Just do it to do it. Just do it to do it. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family. I am on my way to being monetized soon. I have 421 subscribers, I believe. I need 500 to get monetized. So if we could just like, really like, comment, and subscribe and share this video to like, or my other videos, or my entire channel to your friends and family, that'd be great. Cause then your girl could get paid for doing what she like. Let's get it. Let's work. Really gonna try and get there. Hopefully I can. So bye, chicas.